All right. So actually, I don't have a way of knowing if I am out there, but I assume it is. So, hello, all my friends. I guess this is not much different than recording a video, but it's more like standing in front of the audience rather than in front of the camera. So, first of all, I want to thank you for being such a great and open-minded bunch. The feedback I get from you is amazing, and I need that. This is my food. The food for my mind is always the feedback, and when I talk to you in person. See, many of you reached out to me over the last couple of weeks, wondering if I'm still alive, since I don't show up on the videos. But it takes me time. The topics and whatever I talk about are quite like I cannot plan it. It comes to my mind, and then I make a list, and then from the list I try to make a video, and it goes on and on and on, and eventually you see me with a video. All right, so what I really wanted to say today in this short video, it's not going to be very long, is I decided, whether I'll do it, that's a different story, I probably will, to do a live video every Sunday, or at least every week, and have you post questions during the week prior, of which I will pick, 3, 4, 5, as many as we can do in 1 hour, and we'll discuss them. I'll answer them, and we'll discuss them in this live videos. So at the bottom here in the description, I provided you with a link to my blog on Talk for Life, where you can leave questions and have a discussion on those questions as well. So that's that's the first thing. The other things that I want to discuss here, is okay, let me just take a minute here. So you see, the most skeptical person about the ideas that I have and that I post in my videos, especially in the book, is probably the person you're looking at, Shlomo, right? And much of the work I do is actually to overcome that pragmatic, practical, and analytical Shlomo. So before I'm trying to convince you, I am also working on myself through these videos, so that I can not believe, but know that this is all true, because it's, in my opinion, as you know, I'm here to change the world, and I cannot do it unless I am 100% sure that all those ideas that came to my mind, and I didn't come up with them, it just somehow got downloaded to me, that they are all true. And as I go through the videos and explain it, it's like a teacher, the more you teach yourself, the more you learn. So actually I'm doing exactly the same thing here, and on the way I got into reality transurfing and some other concepts, but really this is not the focus of what I'm doing. I'm really trying to deal with reality and how to change it in a big way so that everybody can have a better reality in this world. And I think this is already implemented. This reality is just that, like I said, somebody needs to pull the trigger, and I will probably do it. So as far as my plans, I want to just give you here a roadmap for the next 2 2.5 months or so, is the second part of my book. I'm going to have it out mid-March, and that's a very tough video because really that second part will have all the information that I ever came up with. The only thing I will not have in there is that secret, which I'll keep for the last part. And the last part, the third part of the book. Yeah, sorry, I can see all your comments here, but I'm not going to respond to them at this stage. It's like I said, it's the first time I'm doing a live video, and I'm using this Ecamm Live software, which you probably can see the little logo there on top. It's just because I'm trying it. Once I pay them, I guess they will remove it. So I will not use all the different features that are in it, but slowly as I progress, I will become an expert in it, just like everything else that, all of us, once we go into something, we become experts, and then it looks very easy. Everything is difficult when you don't know it. So the third part of the book, I'm going to publish on April 14th. And the reason for it is that it is the eve of Passover. And Passover for Israel and for the Jews is the symbol of freedom, because Passover is celebrated in remembrance of the exodus from Egypt, out of slavery. And I believe that this whole book, especially the third part, will take the whole world out of slavery here. So this is the reason I'm going to post the last part of the book on April 14th, which is the eve of Passover. All right. Yeah. The other things I'm working on is I started a channel in Hebrew. It doesn't have any content yet, but I'm in the process of translating the 3 parts of the book to Hebrew, and I will be posting them on that channel. At the same time, for the next week or so, I'm working on a new video which is not related to the book, and what I want to show you is how to set and achieve what we call totally illogical and crazy, unbelievable goals. Because those are the goals that, believe it or not, if you do it right, are easier to achieve than the logical goals. Because the logical goals, the ones that I can do it, and you plan towards it, and you deal with it, they are much harder because you have to deal with all the details and deal with all the limitations that you have, because you do it what we call in reality transurfing through inner intention. And what I want to talk about is goals that are achieved by outer intention, meaning that you set the goal, and it has to be a really far out goal, and then you don't plan the details. You just start moving towards it and let the universe fill in all the empty spaces, and then it will not only will you achieve it, but you will have much more pleasure doing it, and it will be done in ways that you never dreamed of. So I want to talk about that concept. I also want to talk about pendulums and how to ride them rather than being ridden by them. Because a pendulum, I equated in one of my videos to a current in the ocean, right? You get caught in a current, you can fight it and try to swim against it, but it doesn't work. You just get exhausted, and then most likely you will not make it. But if you use the current to your advantage and you go with it, then at some point you will let go, and you will actually get out of it. You don't use your energy trying to fight it. And pendulums are the same way. And you can actually, even more, you can use a pendulum to take you closer to your goal. And I want to talk about it, like I said, in my next video now. If you're not familiar with pendulums, that's a term from reality transurfing, which means some kind of either a material or a mental object that is trying to actually get your attention, not for your benefit, and get you involved with it. It's like somebody is trying to start an argument with you. That would be a material kind of a pendulum, right? And you fall for it, and you start that argument, and half an hour later you are all upset, and you lost this much energy and all that. And a mental pendulum would be, some idea or something that you read about, and all of a sudden you get all upset, or you decide to join some kind of a group that is against this or against that, and you waste your energy, but it really doesn't serve your goals or your purpose in life. So, all right. I'm just going over my points here. I hope you don't mind. Before I go, because I think this is all I really have to say, what I wanted to say today, is I want to ask you a question. I wonder, because I hear it from people around me here, that many of my friends say that they feel somehow, and it's been for a while, but looks like it's accelerating, they feel like something big is going to happen. And I know we have this Russia, Ukraine, and all that, but I think it's much bigger than that. So if you feel like that, maybe you can leave us some comments about it, because it's a very interesting thing. There have been actually experiments when they monitor somehow the electricity or the waves coming from humanity all over the world, and whenever there is something happening, a big thing like say the pandemic, this changes. It changes in a big way. And if you do feel that way, and many people feel that way, then it means that something is really coming. It's like dogs that can sense an earthquake coming, right? So please let me know in the comments. So, all right, this will be everything for today. And I really hope to see you participating both in the comments and in the live videos. Like I said, it will be much more interesting once I get your questions. I'm very good in troubleshooting and resolving issues, so you can use me for that. And I wish you a great week and a great month of March. All the best, and we'll see you soon.